To have a gourmet holiday. This month, the national holidays are National Blueberry Month, Baked Bean Month, Hot Dog Month, Ice Cream Month, Picnic Month, Grilling Month, Peach Month. I Googled it. I needed something to do since I'm not going to be able to eat any of this food. It's just awful, but wonderful because I've actually had all of it before and it's amazing. Okay, Mama Mancini's. I'm not going to try and tell you the story. I am going to tell you that what you have to choose is as follows. Do you want the beef meatloaf or the turkey meatloaf? Either way, you're gonna get eight 8-ounce, kind of like personal meatloafs, and you're gonna get 2 pounds of the tangy sauce that you're gonna pour over the top in order to bake it, and then get that kind of tangy, yummy. Oh, I'm a huge fan of meatloaf, so all of this ships for free, and you know the drill. Like, it just sits in the freezer till you're ready to eat it. There's no kind of crazy hard part about heating and eating, but let's go to Daniel Mancini because, oh, look at that. Mama Mancini, Daniel Mancini.
How are you?
Hi, where am I Skyping to you from?
So I live in Tewksbury, New Jersey, about 2 hours from the studio.
All right, Daniel Mancini, first tell me about your meatloaf, and I'd love also to hear, like, this is clearly your family that makes the Mama Mancini.
So we've been on QVC now for 7 years, and we started with our meatballs, which, you know, we're the current best meatball, best sauce, most recommended brand.
They're amazing.
But we brought on Meatloaf a few years ago, and they have just been a tremendous success. And when we launched the meatloafs on QVC, we launched a full pound, and they did extremely well, and everybody loves them. And then I started to get emails and texts and Facebook comments. Daniel, can you give us a more personal size, like you just mentioned? So that's when we came up with the half-pound meatloaf. And what's great about this meatloaf is it's fully cooked. You get your choice of the beef or you get your choice of the turkey. You get 8 of them individually wrapped, fully cooked. They arrive frozen.
Genius.
All you're going to do is thaw them, heat them, and eat them. And like you said, you get 2 full pounds of the tangy sauce. And I have to tell you, Sean, people tell me they could drink the sauce.
All right.
It's so delicious.
Listen, you know the cruelty of what's happening tonight. They put me in front of the camera and said, you're going to do a 1-hour food show with no food, okay? So now it's up to you, Daniel. I need you to explain this food as if I'm closing my eyes and eating it. What is in that sauce, and why is the meatloaf recipe so secret and famous?
So my grandmother and grandfather came from Italy in 1921, and they settled in Brooklyn. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in our house, and that's actually my grandmother holding me in the backyard of her Brooklyn home. And when I was about 15 years old, I asked her to teach me all her recipes. And of course, there was the meatball recipe. There was, you know, all her other recipes bring to QVC. But she made a meatloaf. And the difference was because my grandmother was Italian, she took an American recipe that was all beef, right? It has the eggs and it has the carrots and it has, you know, all those ingredients. And you'll see them when you slice into the meatloaf. But then she added the Romano cheese and the Asiago cheese to give it her Italian twist. And it's absolutely delicious. Now, the tangy sauce, what we did was we took the award-winning sauce, which everyone loves. We added a little brown sugar and a little vinegar. And we cook it down so it's rich and thick. No preservatives, no fillers. Everything we bring here to QVC is Grandma's original recipe or a recipe we adapted from it, but clean ingredients. Everything you could pronounce and everything that you would be proud to put on your family's table.
I'll first say that there was a period of time, and I had to dial it back. I'm self-aware enough to know, like, when I've gone too far with something. There was a time where I would keep your meatballs, and I mean bags and bags of your meatballs frozen in my freezer, like literally 24/7. We would eat them at least twice a week. People would open the freezer looking for ice cream and be like, what's wrong? Do you have a meatball fetish? Like, it was crazy. So I had to dial it back. However, I'm a huge meatloaf fan, and the moister the better, and those kind of like layers of flavors. And then I'm a huge fan. I know some people old school put the ketchup on top and the whatever. That tangy sauce is mind-blowing. I could drink it. It's incredible. So America, choose, do you want, they're all shipping for free, the 8 8-ounce beef meatloaves. Remember, like a personal pan pizza, you're getting 8 personal meat loaves, like baby loaves.
Yeah.
In the beef, we only have 430 to go around. They're 130. Whoa, big difference. And they go right in your freezer. They already show up cooked.
Yep.
So it's literally a heat and eat. You've never had dinner or lunch on the table quicker. Or the turkey. I'm a big fan of the turkey. 250 to go around on the turkey. The thing about turkey is that, Daniel, I feel like some people who maybe have to watch the cholesterol or want to be a little healthier, they'll go towards the turkey, but regular turkey meatloaf I find really dry. And yours is like insane.
Thank you. But you know what? So we don't overwork the meat. And when we add all those real ingredients, see, a lot of meatloaves you would buy in a store have so many preservatives in it that it dries it out. The meatloaf is very moist. And actually, what I have on this plate is one meatloaf sliced into 10 slices. And, you could get easily 2 servings out of each one. So you're looking at 16 servings. But again, if you're, me personally, I eat a whole one. And you're getting a full ½ pound of meatloaf. This is not like that burger that you go to the fast food chain and it says it's a quarter pound or ½ pound. And by the time they cook it, it's a hockey puck and it's tiny. This is a full ½ pound finished. So you're getting all that meat.
And what kind of beef? Because I know, especially when you talk about, your grandmother's recipe and adding the Asiago and the Romano. And I know also when it comes to like the purity of like the blend of the beef and the.
Yes.
So tell me about the beef choice.
So we use the same beef that we use for our meatballs. All the beef arrives fresh to our facility in New Jersey, and it's an 80-20 blend of ground beef. And it's sirloin and it's a chuck blend. And again, arrives to us fresh. We never take in frozen meat. And we also do not give grandma's recipes out to someone else to make. We make them ourselves. So that way we can ensure what you're going to get home is going to be the best quality. And remember, you're getting 8 of them and they are individually wrapped like this. And, I have to tell you, Sharon, I got a email today from someone who bought them the last time I was on. And I was talking about how I make meatloaf sandwiches with these. I thaw them out overnight, but quite honestly, I forget to do that all the time. So I just throw this frozen meatloaf in some warm water for about 15 minutes. And I said, slice the meatloaf from cold and put it in a skillet with a little butter. So and then make a sandwich. Someone emailed me today and said that they did this and it was the best meatloaf sandwich they've had in their life.
My mom lives for meatloaf sandwiches. Lives.
The best.
Wait,
the best.
So you know what I didn't ask you? Tell everybody real quick, because I know they come like hermetically sealed. That portion thing, each just grab one out. If you're a single person, this is amazing.
Yeah.
If one of the 2 of you in your couple is maybe dieting or on some sort of meal plan, and so like you just have to worry about feeding you, again, grab one out. But how do you reheat it? Does it, other than that little boiling thing, which is very clever, typically how long does it take, and does it go in a toaster oven, an oven, or what?
So once you thaw out the meatloaf, you could stick it in we recommend putting it in a baker, and I have a small Temptations baker. Then I top it with a little bit of the sauce, cover it with tin foil, 350 for like 30 minutes. Or you can use an air fryer for a little over 15 minutes. You can, like I said, pan fry these for sandwiches, but it's endless. It's just a matter of heating it. And keep in mind, they're fully cooked.
So you don't have to heat it. If you want to eat like a cold meatloaf sandwich, just thaw it out.
I do. Yep.
Daniel.
That's exactly what I do. Yeah.
Do you speak Italian?
You know what? I used to speak a lot when my grandmother was alive, but I lost a lot of it. But I miss that. I do miss that.
Right? Daniel Mancini, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome. Have a great night. Guys, we're bringing you all free shipping in this 1-hour gourmet holiday show. And we know summer is the time for entertaining and grilling and chilling and also wanting mealtime to be a lot easier and not a lot of hours in the kitchen. They're already cooked. They're 8 pre-portioned small baby personal loaves of meatloaf in turkey or beef, you choose. And either choice gets 2 pounds of that tangy sauce that has the brown sugar and it's so good. Oh.